So after a couple of episodes, Knov finally grew some balls and went into the battlefield. But was it to fight? No, no. He didn't. He doesn't have the balls for that. He came to save Shoot when everyone wasn't looking. When UP was far away, he came in and saved Shoot. So it's a pretty good thing. Like, it's good that he actually did that instead of just sitting doing nothing the entire time. So yeah, I give him credit for that, but he's still a pussy. Because I don't know, maybe it's just me, because Morel is not at 100% right now. So Knov is supposed to be at Morel's level, because they're both trained by Netero, so they're both really efficient fighters. But Knov is too much of a pussy to do anything. Because if you think about Knov's ability and how he could really help out Noko in a battle against UP, he can just teleport like Noko, like from different. I don't know it. Somehow the collaboration, like they would have had a better chance with Knov on their side. But yeah, Knov is a pussy, and I guess that has already been established. And we finally found out what Proof's plan was all along. I thought he was just stalling, but it turns out he had a really like diabolical plan. That dude is really fucked up. He likes playing mind games, and you won't blame him because his ability, spiritual message, gives him the ability to read your mind. Well, at least determine your mental state at the time, and then he can then orchestrate his plan or his strategy around the way you think, your personality, and how you analyze things, basically. And he was able to tell that Morel, he has a very strong mental state. Like, he has a mind of a warrior, and as a result of that, he's not going to like falter anytime soon, and he's not going to break the Smoky Joe. And if you really think about it, even if Proof had decided to fight Morel, who's to say the Smoky Joe will get released as soon as he kills Morel? Because some people, you know, like, their stuff will get enhanced after they die, their name will get enhanced, and the Smoky Joe will just be there and he'll be trapped there. So I guess Proof made a good decision by trying to escape. But what surprised me though is that he decided to, his plan was to make everyone think he's still in the Smoky Joe while he takes out the other intruders. And I didn't really think Proof would come up with something like that. Yes, I know he's diabolical, he's cunning and all that shit, but I didn't think he would think something like that, because all throughout the previous episodes, all he could think about was going to the king's side, worrying about the king. But he was, at that moment, he was ready to take out the intruders before going to the king. So I was just like, what? Then it doesn't make sense. I mean, I thought all the royal girls were supposed to, like, you know, want to suck the king's balls or something, like, you know, they were just gonna blow the king at a moment's notice if he requested for it. They just, because they're supposed to be that loyal to the king, right? I don't know. But yeah, apparently, like, Proof finally came up with something clever. Morel, like, was skeptical about the whole plan and decided to destroy the cocoon, and apparently that actually did more harm than good. But I wouldn't really fault Morel for what he did. I think most people would do the same thing, because you can be, it's like, at that moment, Morel doesn't know this guy's ability. Is it that he's trying to morph into some new beast? Is it that he's not being able, like, he can't move when he's in that form, you know, like, really? So that's why he fainted with the pipe first and was waiting for a reaction. But you noticed, like, there was no reaction at all, so he just went ahead and destroyed the cocoon. Well, it turns out, like, a part of Proof was actually in that place. And if he had looked around for a bit, he would be able to figure it out, and he didn't, because he was too hasty to release Smoky Joe to understand, like, what's going on. You understand, like, where is Proof going, like, where's Royal God, right? So actually, no, you can't fault Morel for that. And, you know, Noko came back to UP thinking that UP did something with Shoot's body, maybe killed Shoot, ate Shoot, whatever. So he was pissed off, and, you know, he wasn't thinking straight. And after Proof stole Morel's pipe, it was Morel and Noko versus UP. So Noko at that time, like, with this kind of mindset he had, he would have definitely gotten killed, because at that moment he was just going for revenge. He wasn't really thinking straight. But his actions there had no benefit to the mission whatsoever. You know, it was just going to be, like, disastrous. But turns out he already had a conversation with Morel, like, some time ago, maybe during training, that whenever he is in that state of mind, Morel will make clones that look like him, like angry clones of himself. So he would have to, like, assess the situation while and come out with, you know, the right decision. And, you know, that was pretty okay. But yeah, it turns out it worked out, and he landed a punch on UP. But yeah, I still don't see how everything is just an exercise in futility, if you ask me. Now, overall, this episode, I don't care if you hate me for saying this. If you dislike it, go ahead. This episode was boring as fuck. I didn't like this episode one bit. But I just want to be consistent with my reviews. No matter how terrible Hunter x Hunter episode is, I would always make reviews. So thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.